What if we told you this Roman city rivals Pompeii, but almost no one knows it exists? Welcome to Jerash Jordan, and you won't believe what we found here.
Wow, this place is incredible. You have to come here if you plan to visit Jordan.
Okay then guys, so this is Hadrian's Arch, right near the entrance to Jerash. Up near the top, you can still see a lot of the flowers, the inscriptions, all of that amazing detail, even today. Following the path through Hadrian's Arch takes you to the official entrance of Jerash.
This is the Temple of Zeus, one of the main sites in Jerash. It's quite close to the gate, so you don't have to walk too far.
Oh no. You going up?
No. He says to me, "Are we going up?" Does he not remember walking up the last theatre that we went up when we were in a man? It was hot and very steep.
Nikki ain't feeling it this time.
So it looks as though it's just as fun coming down as it was in the other theatre, which is why I chose not to do it. Thank you.
So this is Cardo Maximus. Jerash is often called the Pompeii of the Middle East, and it's not surprising because unlike most ruins, here you can literally walk down 1,000-year-old Roman streets, albeit they're a little bit more uneven now than they probably were back then.
One of the most fascinating smaller sites in Jerash is the Marcellum, the ancient Roman food market. Surrounded by a ring of remarkably well-preserved columns, it's incredible to imagine this bustling spot as the centre of daily trade and life in the city's Roman era.
If you're loving this hidden gem, make sure to subscribe. We're helping other 9-to-5 workers travel the world without quitting their day jobs.
Right now is the perfect time to come to Jordan and also Jerash. It is so quiet here. You would not believe it. I think we are the only tourists here. There are lots of locals, but they are still super friendly. So the site is pretty big, but we have walked to the furthest side in about an hour. We are walking at quite a fast pace, but people recommend around 3 hours here. Probably is a little bit too long. 2 hours is probably going to be enough for us. But if you come over to the furthest point, you do get to see the temples right at the top of the site. You do not need to worry about getting lost, as there are plenty of maps dotted around the site. You do also get some pretty impressive views from the top, and you can see the theatre in the distance where we started. From above, Jerash forms a textbook example of Roman city design, where every street and structure had its place and purpose.
Up at the north end of the site, we then entered the Temple of Artemis, one of the most impressive temples left in Jerash.
Look,
Here.
you can see up and down. That's dangerous.
And you're sitting here?
But you think the same way hand.
Yeah.
Feel it up and down. Right. Push inside. Relax. Relax. You can feel it up and down. Feel it.
Yeah.
Put it in the top of the column, 2 pieces, because earthquake coming. This is stone. Boom, boom. Listen, in the Roman time, you have earthquake, you have big wind coming.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So we just met another super friendly local whose name is Adam, or Adham in Arabic, and he is located at the Temple of Artemis, which is just up there at the top. He took us around a tour of the temple. He showed us loads of different things, like the column moving, things that we wouldn't have known ourselves. Inside the church, there's a church in there.
We picked up a small piece of aventurine stone from Adam's stall at the Temple of Artemis that shines brightly like the Wadi Rum night sky.
Want more ancient wonders? Hit subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure.
So guys, this is the Hippodrome. Once a stage for Roman chariot races, it would seat up to about 15,000 people, all gathered here for excitement, a bit of noise and a bit of energy. Today, it's pretty quiet. Not 15,000 people obviously, as you can see, but surrounded by the modern city of Jerash instead. I can't help but think we've seen the Top Gear boys driving around this. Let me know in the comments if that's right.
What's crazy is how well preserved the starting gates are. You can still see where 12 chariots would line up.
And unlike the Circus Maximus in Rome, which is just a field now, you can actually feel the scale here. But the real engineering genius, that's back at the Oval Plaza. Okay then guys, we are now at one of Jerash's most iconic sites, the Oval Plaza. A huge plaza surrounded by columns right at the base of the main walking street through Jerash. All perfectly symmetrical, framed by 56 columns in total. This was the heart of the city's social and political life. Remember that unusual elliptical shape? There's a reason the Romans only built a handful of these. This plaza is actually built on a slope. The Romans engineered it to drain rainwater through underground channels. Nice big stone archway still standing. Always slightly nervous walking under something like that that's a couple of thousand years old, but it's all good. This is the Nympheum, Jerash's grand public fountain dedicated to the water nymphs. Once adorned with marble and lion heads that spouted water, it was a symbol of the city's wealth and creativity. I don't know what is up here. I have to go up here and have a look and see what it is. Oh, these stairs are thankfully a lot easier to get up and down. Not quite like the theatre, thankfully. Oh. Simple answer, not much up here. It is really interesting though. Having been to so many other ancient ruins, Pompeii, Rome, Athens, even Petra now, it's amazing how detailed these different pieces are. So many flowers and leaves still easily recognisable up on the column tops. This is the Northern Amphitheatre, and it's smaller than the South Theatre we climbed earlier, but it tells a different story. Whilst the South Theatre was for drama and politics, this one, pure entertainment.
It's crazy to think that a significant portion of Jerash is still underground, waiting to be uncovered, and that's what makes Jerash so incredible.
Okay then guys, now it's time for our top tips for visiting Jerash.
It is very dusty and rocky here, so make sure you have those walking shoes with you. Also some water and a hat, because this is very hot today, although we are here in August and they had about 40 degrees before we came. We've been quite lucky with the weather, it's not been too hot.
At the entrance there's a small museum showcasing artefacts uncovered during excavations, including pottery, mosaics and ancient coins. It's also worth noting that these are the best and some of the only toilets on the site.
One thing to bear in mind, do not come here at the hottest point of the day, because we are here at 11:30 and there is no shade. Also, it seems to be getting a bit busier now. We got here at about 9:30 in the morning and it was much cooler, much quieter. I cannot believe so many people come to Amman or come to Jordan and miss places like Jerash. Oh, I nearly lost my hat.
Okay then guys, that is it from us in Jordan. It has been a phenomenal 6 days. Thanks to this man right here who completely rewrote our plans to make sure we could get the best out of it. We'll drop Iyad's details down in the description. If you're thinking of coming to Jordan, don't think, just do it, but get in touch with him first so that you don't have to rebook everything like we did. It's well worth it.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you very much everyone. Bye. If you're planning a trip to Jordan, why not watch our full Jordan playlist covering our entire trip through the country? Got any questions? Drop them in the comments, we reply to them all. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our drop every Saturday.